It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. Here's your host, Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. It feels fantastic outside. We are starting out in the 50s this morning. But the warm up begins today. So enjoy the cool, nice, calm, crisp morning while you can. We have a whole lot of sunshine on deck for you on this Thursday and high temperatures that are going to be soaring. In fact, I have upper 80s in the forecast that are back today. And then we're going to see numbers warm up even more as we head into the end of the work week and even get closer to the weekend. Things are looking pretty good for us, though, across the Ozarks. We have a dry stretch of weather ahead. Those of you that like the hot, sunny weather, I think you're going to like this forecast. As we get back to school, temperatures are heating up and numbers will easily be in the 90s, I think, by this weekend's forecast. Cold front, it's going to move through the area today, but all you're going to notice from that really is a wind shift. We're not going to see much of a cool down at all. Temperatures, they're going to be nice and warm this afternoon with 80s for highs. Not even expecting any cloud cover out of this one. I think we might have some clouds passing, but it is not going to be a major cold front for us. Really, that wind shift. We have winds out of the south this morning. A northwest wind develops this afternoon. The front, though, is on its way. It doesn't pass until late in the day. The air is too dry to get any rainfall out of this one. And I'm expecting that we see some temperatures that are nice and cool again overnight tonight. I have low temperatures that will fall back once again to near 60 degrees. So really pleasant out there. The evenings, the mornings, they're starting to feel really good. We have a warming trend then as we get through the weekend and the early part of next week. It should peak. It's that big ridge of high pressure that I've been talking about. It's coming back into play. Not only for us, but for much of the Midwest, all the way from Iowa, Minnesota, Kansas, portions of Nebraska going to see the heat again. And of course, the heat's been persistent down in Texas. They are going to stay under this ridge of high pressure also. But heat headlines will come back into play. Of course, remember some of the heat safety rules this weekend. Not only the heat, also the humidity, with heat index values well into the triple digits by Sunday and Monday. An upper level high pressure system builds back into the area. Hot conditions return, and I'm expecting that we kind of hold on to this pattern. It's a hard one to break when you get that big ridge of high pressure just settled right overhead. This means little to no rain chances or in my extended forecast. That's going to be the case for the next 7 days. So if you need the rain, well, you may want to do some watering. The flowers are going to need it this week, especially because we'll have to suffer through some high humidity also. I want to show you the extended outlook here too. I was looking early this morning and we have some models that are indicating that we actually see this big ridge that sticks around and even strengthens as we head into the last week of August, indicating here that we see above average temperatures and below normal rain chances. Not a great combo. Those of you that were starting to kind of chip away at the drought conditions, well, unfortunately, this coming week may not do us much good. We may see some areas actually return to some drought that we had gotten rid of the last couple of weeks with all that rainfall. High temperature today, though, pretty enjoyable. 87 degrees. I have sunshine in the forecast, no rain in the forecast today. However, we will have a northwest wind that develops back behind the cold front that I mentioned. Then sunny skies as we head through the end of the week and into the weekend, even through early next week. Primarily sunshine is what I have in the forecast. We'll easily be back into the mid 90s. I have 96 for Sunday and Monday. Overall, a nice toasty pattern, but the evenings and the mornings will give you an opportunity to head out, especially remember that with the pets. You don't want to have them out in the middle of the day. Their little paws hurt on the sidewalk. So think about that as we head closer to the weekend and the early part of next week. Weather across the country. Yesterday, I told you that the tropics have been pretty slow. However, watching a storm out in the East Pacific, a tropical storm forming. This is Tropical Storm Hillary. And it's out in the East Pacific. It's actually going to be moving northward, which is a little bit odd. This will be moving up through Baja California, and then Southern California actually expected to be impacted by this one. Yeah, maybe still tropical storm strength. I really expect that the storm will weaken. We'll get some winds in Southern California out of that. But the good news out of this storm system is that it's likely going to bring some moisture, much needed moisture to California, Arizona, and Nevada. Of course, we're getting into fire season, so that is very welcome news for the Southwest. Hopefully we can keep things going pretty smoothly in the wildfire department there. All right, I want to show you the brain twister question for the day. Uh, this was yesterday's question, and it had to do with the Google. What was Google originally called? Do you think it was A, Googleplex, B, Backrub, C, Goo Goo, or D, Backlink? And the answer, Google, was originally called B, Backrub. Isn't that ridiculous? It didn't last long. But can you imagine if we had something, like Google that we called Backrub? Like, oh, just backrub it. See what the backrub says. Can you backrub that for me? Maybe get more backrub. Maybe we should have kept it. I don't know. Kind of interesting though. But quickly, investors were like, okay, great idea, terrible name. So they settled on Google, which has stood the test of time now. I don't see them changing it anytime soon. But B Backrub was the original Google. Here's your brain twister question for tomorrow. Humans and which other animal enjoy spicy food? I guess this should say some humans because not everyone enjoys the spicy food, but humans and which other animal often enjoy spicy food? Do you think it is A, the European pine vole, B, the Asian elephant, C, the Komodo dragon, or D, the Chinese tree shrew? Let me know what you think. You can do that over on the Around the Ozarks Facebook page. Take your guess there. Thank you for listening this morning. And remember that you can listen to Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather wherever you get your podcasts, Apple, Spotify. You can download the Around the Ozarks app and get all of the podcasts there, as well as Around the Ozarks in 5. So check that out. And if you need weather information up to the day, make sure you head over to aroundtheozarks.com for weather up to the minute. Have a great day.